EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the New Orleans Saints. Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and we are underway from the Superdome. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he... It's out to the 16-yard line. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3-3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
Here's Winston. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. He's got room past the 30, and he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Well, they were setting up the screen, CD, a lot of free runners, and they got there late, and the penalty ensued.
Yeah, somehow it didn't get into their brains that it was a screen, right? Instead of pulling off and chasing the ball downfield, they kept going towards the quarterback and knocked him down way late. That draws the penalty flag each and every time.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Trying the left side with Kamara. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Throwing, Winston. And he fires one, but incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll run. It's Miller. And now the rookie's free. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is going to be recovered by a member of the offense. But whistles are going to blow the play dead. Since it was 4th down, a fumble cannot be advanced by another player. But fortunately, they will have enough to keep the first down. Kamara try the right side. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now a 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
Play fake. Winston. Flushed out right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9. And they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. And he'll be brought down well short of the first at about the 9-yard line. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. Here's Blake Groupie now for the Saints field goal. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And his kick is good. And the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead. Well, they moved the ball well there on the opening series. Running game was in sync. They were knocking on the doorstep, but ultimately, Charles, they'll have to settle for the field goal.
Well, they certainly were moving it well, and give this defense a ton of credit. Finally dug their heels in and forced the field goal. That's one of his game partner. Will this offense look back at this drive and think to themselves, if we'd gotten 6, we'd be in a better spot.
Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. The drive starts with a run from H2H. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. Clock running here. Under a minute to go now in the first quarter of a 3-0 game. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. A nice little juke, and he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Now H2H on 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 4. Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Here's Mostert. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
That's a nice job there, foiling what all offenses try to do, which is control the defensive end in the running game. They want to get to the outside, and if he keeps himself free, stays on his feet, he can make a play just as he did there.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Looking to pass. Tua. This will be caught at about the 5. A 10-yard completion, but still now facing 3rd and goal. H2H. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him, bringing up 4th down.
Tua on 4th down. And he's got it. A great open field tackle is going to stop him shy of the goal line. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone. And the Saints able to come up with a goal line stand. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
On 2nd down, here's Miller. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They're indeed going. It's Winston. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Saints first down by a good couple of yards as they end up getting 6 there on 4th and 4. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. First down, Winston. They set up the screen to Miller. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. Only 3 there on the screen at second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll throw again. Winston setting up the screen for Miller. And fights through one man. Now the stiff arm created some space initially, but he's taken down not long after. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Winston. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, if nothing else, they were able to pick up 1 first down on this drive and get it away from their own goal line. But not much happening after that, and it leads to a punting situation.
They're going to try for it on 4th. Winston stays out there. They're going to try and throw. Little short pass here to Hill. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. So a bold call that this drive will forge on. 1st and 10 after the 4th down conversion. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, that was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
On 2nd down, Kamara. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Winston from the gun on 3rd down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. Now Winston. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
And their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
2nd and 10. Winston now. It's complete. It's Miller. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Jameis again. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. To throw is Winston. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. Well, Charles, you know, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger.
Touchdown, New Orleans! Taysom Hill in the final seconds of the first half. And the Saints will extend their lead here just before halftime.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Blake Groupie now for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. Braxton Berrios selected to bring it out. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. 10-0 is our score as we get started again on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
And that has to be a little bit discouraging, because after all their halftime talk, adjustments, and points of emphasis, their first drive ends with an interception. Absolutely aggravating if you're a head coach, because you spent all that time, gone through every situation possible, and it still ends in a turnover.
Winston to give. It's Kamara. And he'll get about 5 here, so he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Second down, and it's Kamara again. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. And to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown, Saints. Taysom Hill. Beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the Saints take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points.
On that third down call, the goal was to get the ball to their tight end and pick up a first down, but he wasn't satisfied with just that. They got the first down. That was the gravy. He decided to take in the whole meal and rumbled in for a touchdown.
The point after, good by Groupie. And that makes our score 17-0.